Perri Nemiroff here at the Toronto International Film Festival, and I am sitting next to someone who needs no introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyway. It's Ben Mendelsohn. I'm so happy to be talking to you right now.
Thank you, Perri. Thank you very much.
A huge congratulations on this movie that we're going to discuss. It's in the land of steady habits, but first I want to know, how has your Toronto experience been so far? Are you able to see anything other than your own movie?
Nothing. I mean, and I haven't even seen my own movie yet.
Really?
No, but look, I mean, having said that, when you bring something here, you don't necessarily expect to get, to participate in the festival in the traditional kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
You sort of like, special commando, you hit it, come in, pew, pew, do your job, and then, chop her back out.
And then out of there, yeah?
Yeah, but Toronto is a place that I've had good times here. It's a beautiful festival. Mm-hmm. First came here, land of steady habit. No, sorry, that's this one. Place Beyond the Pines.
Oh my God.
Then The Darkest Hour last year,
yes.
And now Land of Steady Habit.
I
so I feel
about
like
your role in Place Beyond the Pines in quite a while.
Yeah.
That is. It's like a small role that makes a huge impression.
Yeah, and I just remember while I was standing outside today that, this is where I came that day. Because it was all very last minute. I flew in from somewhere else. Mm-hmm. So having that kind of connection with damn, we were there. And with things that have been, good things, like good pieces that people dig. That's, Yeah, I get very happy about all that.
I don't blame you. I wanted to backtrack a little, because when you first came on my personal radar, it was with Animal Kingdom.
Oh, and, okay, yeah.
I mean, after that, like, your face and your name were everywhere, and it's wonderful. I was wondering if, in your eyes, you kind of feel that distinction. Did Animal Kingdom kind of change everything for you?
There's no doubt. I mean, like without Animal Kingdom, almost and probably none of the stuff that followed, maybe with the exception of Killing Them Softly, because I knew Andrew Dominic. Mm-hmm. Andrew Dominic and I were best friends for many years. But there's nothing else, none of the rest of it happens without that.
And how's it been kind of navigating the industry since? Because you've had a really, I guess, a healthy mix of smaller projects, ones that are awards caliber, and we talk about for a while, but then you also have some major blockbuster franchises. So do you like having that mixture there? Is there one that you're drawn to more than the other?
Oh, no, I feel really lucky to have that mixture there. I mean, I'd like to keep that, alive, if it works out that way. It's kind of weird because I've been doing this for so long, right? I started out in Australia, like in the mid-'80s, and essentially was there, more or less until, after Animal Kingdom. So I had whatever that is, 20, 30 years there or whatever, a long time. And then coming over here and working here. Now the nuts and bolts of it, the camera, here you are, you're doing it. They're the same thing, but the contexts are often incredibly different. The businesses are incredibly different. And so learning how to kind of navigate them, or what the difference is, or how to do any of that you think you know what you're doing, but you kind of do and you kind of don't. I've been, I've been lucky enough to work with good people. I think at the end of the day, you work with, if you're lucky, you work with people that kind of know what they're doing enough, want to be doing it, want to be doing what they're doing, and and that's the same now. I have really good agents. I have a publicist who is really good. And I think you want people that are, snobbish enough to want to do the good things and not the less good things. And then the opportunity to get to do that. And so I mean, I've been able to work with really good people. It's not like it's very, it's easy. This is a business, and the entire of show business invites you to think that it somehow is all you. That sort of temptation or that through line about any of that stuff is a very enticing part of it. It's kind of like the juvenile fantasy of what it's all about. I'm up here, I'm singing, yeah, everyone loves me. But, the reality of it is you are going to be, working on different projects at different times. And, my best guess and my best tip is do the thing that you're doing right there and then and do it to the best of that you can for what it actually is. So right now we're doing this interview.
Yeah.
So I try and approach that like, okay, the people are going to be watching this. Don't rip them off. You know what I mean? Give them what you've got right now and do it for that. Doing this interview does not equal doing this film, or doesn't detract from it, doesn't change it, Then when you go in doing the film, just do that shot, do that next line, do these moments, and then walk away from it. But, understanding what the different parts of it all are, and that an old guy like me needs help with, like being able to understand and discern why different things are important. And also that's also the difference between, where I come from and the reality, I think, of the business at large.
Hearing that perspective is so refreshing sitting in this seat, because sometimes it's nerve-wracking and it's challenging, and it's your job to go into these rooms, and I understand that it can be difficult to sit there all day and do one after the other. To be in the moment is greatly appreciated from this perspective, and I imagine the same is true of your director here and also your entire co-cast. So I guess let's start with the ensemble first, because you are the heart and soul of this movie, but you're filled with a very heartfelt family too that makes an impression. I mean, in particular, I think Thomas and Charlie really stand out, especially the chemistry you have with them, because it's almost like dueling father-son relationships that each have their own flavor, and that really stuck out to me.
Yeah, that's interesting that you say that. Dueling father and son relationships, and with each other too. Look, Nicole is and Jenny McCarthy, the casting director, are extraordinary at finding people that fit their roles very, very well. I know this on the other hand of this, because in the many years that I came over and didn't get anything, one of the highlights was I tested for one of Nicole's films and didn't get the part, but I came quite close, and that was I took that experience as a great plus, and it still is one of my fonder experiences of the years when I couldn't get arrested here. But to return to your point, the stuff with Thomas and Charlie, I mean, particularly with Thomas, who's playing my son in the film, is we wanted to get just comfortable enough that it felt it felt unremarkable to be around each other. I learned that pretty early on, that if you're supposed to have relationships with the people on screen, it pays great dividends to just hang out with them. Just, if you can, just hang out with them, and if you're able to do that and spend time with the people that you got to have these relationships with on screen, it really can pay you dividends. And I think, again, that's just about the being willing to actually do the job that you're lucky enough to do.
For sure.
And I might say that I take a very, very dim view of people that are fortunate enough to work in whatever business and don't want to do their jobs well, that's a personal pet peeve. So Thomas is just so sort of easy to be around. I mean, we had a lot of common sort of jumping off points. He's very, very good on his hip hop lyrics. Very, very good. Charlie's
it goes
more
a long way with you, right?
Oh, it goes a long way with me. Like he was completely across bad and bougie. Like he was completely like everything. The ... segue, the whole bit.
Wait, so it's the hip hop music, and I hear you play a game on the iPad too. What is it?
Oh, there's a couple of them that I play like every day or thereabouts. Hearthstone, which is a kind of an excellent cheesy card game by Blizzard, and then I play Clash of Clans. I've been playing since pretty much since it started, and then what's the other one? Plants vs Zombies, which I've recently got back into kind of big time, but was idle for a very long time. Anyway, those are the ones. They're good little time absorbers and stuff like that. I do that, or I listen to podcasts, or things which require a pretty short attention span, but are intense in their ways. I mean, kind of suits acting, the acting in films and whatnot in the same kind of way. You're doing something, it's short, it's intense, and then you want to switch on to, you want to switch off or switch back on that thing. Yeah, it kind of works well with that.
Yeah.
Probably works well with the whole, Arrested Development kind of, being an actor for your entire life kind of thing as well. But
I'm
anyway.
supposed to wrap this up now, but I don't want to shortchange Charlie either, because you were just about to get into working with him, and that scene on the boat is a major standout.
And so Charlie's, the relationship with Charlie is very, very different. Also, Charlie's quite a different. He presents a lot differently than Thomas. Charlie kind of has this sort of. This sort of energy rolling around him, and it seems to roil, or it seemed to roil a lot more when we met under these circumstances. So I don't know Charlie outside of that, hadn't spent as much time with him, but the nature of those scenes are sort of they're more involved because there's a lot more said. And there's also a kind of a freedom in the way that, you go to a bar or you meet someone that you can tell them all sorts of things that you can't tell someone that you've known, that you have a relationship with, and you've got all these bits and pieces and don't go areas, etc., etc. So I think those scenes end up coming off a lot more kind of like intimate, because it's a kind of a faux. Well, I don't know that it's a faux intimacy. It's certainly partially drug-induced, and also partially because they kind of know each other but don't. And there's this great spilling forth, and I love those scenes. And there was also dialogue from the book, which we sort of stitched back into that, those scenes as well. But, I mean, they were kind of... They were, and shooting those scenes, it was really weird, because that was freezing in that boat, and
I can imagine if you're in the Northeast at that time of year, you're in trouble.
Yeah, no, it was really, really cold, and really kind of cramped and kind of weird, because we were doing all this. I mean, I don't actually know what it was that we were smoking, but it was something that clearly unleashed some kind of torrent of psychoactivity. But yeah, they were really cool scenes to do.
I've got a million more questions for you, but I'm not going to do that to everybody else who's lining up behind me. Guys, Ben Mendelsohn, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us.
Thank you. I wish we had more.
Oh, so do I. But you know what? While you guys wait for more, because I might have spoken to this guy about another movie that you're going to see in the near future, go check out The Land of Steady Habits on Netflix. Thanks so much for watching the Collider TIFF coverage. See you soon.
See you guys.